shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Powell down to throw it. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Powell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A run here for J.D. McKissick, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed. And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up. I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
here to Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Montez Sweat with the tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott now. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Powell. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Powell looking to throw again. Out left to Dotson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they're go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second down, Howell now. And this one's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And once more, Howell back to the air. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Hey, kill.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
We go 47.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here go 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Out left to Anderson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run again with Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 14, and I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Powell. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, Howell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and goal, Powell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Albert O with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line. Territory. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 31 yards. And the Commanders have scored again in this third quarter. This time the move out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again on second down. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Kill! 47! 26!
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 11. First down, Hal to throw. That's complete. It's Okuebenam. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Robinson with another carry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Robinson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. In motion left goes a tight end. Robinson up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run with Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to make it a 2-score game. Sly able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20 to 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 31, Prescott into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Dak. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Dak. Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We got 47.
To throw, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Commanders, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.